Hi, I'm Amelia Collins, and today, my first ever YouTube video, I will be doing a book review on Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by one of my favourite authors, J.K. Rowling, of course. You can follow me on Instagram at AmeliaCollins04. I am joined today by my little puppy. Well, not a puppy because he's 1 year old. But my dog, Coco, or as I like to call her, Beanie Girl. And I'd like to give a mention to Morgan Ross, who does Movie Flame. I've been talking to him about doing a YouTube video, but I wasn't sure what to do, so I said I loved Harry Potter and I said I should do a book review, and he said that was great. And I was just like, oh, thank you. Sorry, I'm a bit weird. Autism, sorry. So yeah. This is my first ever video. So, if you want to say nice things about it, comment down below. If not, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't post it. Because I need positive vibes in it. So yeah. Okay, let's get started. So, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, or as many of you on the other side of the Atlantic would call it, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. This is the blurb. So yeah, Harry Potter thinks he's an ordinary boy until he's rescued by a beetle-eyed giant of a man, enrolls at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, learns to play Quidditch, and does a battle in a deadly duel. The reason: Harry Potter is a wizard. Yeah, that's just a blurb, not at the actual book review, so don't worry. So what it is about is an orphan boy who's left with his aunt and uncle. One day they get so many letters they just leave the house, travel to Cokeworth, and then to a cabin on an remote island with a man who rose in there. And then later on that night at midnight, when it's Harry's birthday, a giant man, well, a half giant man, well, Hagrid is, otherwise it'd be, it's a giant. Anyway, so yeah, so a half giant man bars down the door, literally like flat onto the floor, and then tries to fix it by just putting it back in the frame, which won't really do anything because you need the hinges and stuff, but he's a wizard, so he won't know about that. So yeah, he gives Harry his letter that accepted why can't I say it? Accepted him into Hogwarts school, and trying to think of the word. And he writes a letter to Dumbledore saying that he, say he's gonna come, getting me all this stuff tomorrow on his birthday. And, yeah. And then the following morning, he goes to the train station to London. Hagrid looks out of place, of course, because he's a half giant. So he's like probably like twice as tall as any other man. And then when he gets to London, he goes through a pub called the Leaky Cauldron, meets loads of people, meets Professor Quirrell, just like stuttering all the time, like, Potter, how are you? Like that. Sorry, bad impression of Professor Quirrell. So yeah, and then he goes through a secret passageway to Diagon Alley. He passes the Apocryphy. Shop selling broomsticks, like the Nimbus 2000. And then he goes into Gringotts to get his money. And yeah. And then he's met by Griphook, who leads him down the passageway, and then he's like momentarily spots a burst of flames, and he thought he saw a dragon, but yeah. And then he gets his money. And yeah. And then he buys all his stuff, his cauldron, his owl Hedwig. But he doesn't name it Hedwig yet. His wand, which is so fascinating. It just sends tingles down my spine. I don't know why. I mean, like, tingles from like the spine to my legs. Sorry, too much information. So yeah, and then he gets on his train by his own to go home, and Hagrid gives him his Hogwarts Express ticket. So yeah, and he like gets on the Hogwarts Express, asking the Weasleys for help, Mrs. Weasley for help. And then he meets Ron and all the Weasleys, minus Bill, Charlie, and yeah, Bill and Charlie, and also Mr. Weasley, of course, because he is working at the Ministry. And then later on in the book, they have they learn Wingardium Leviosa. Ron mastered the spell, knocked the troll out. Well, that was like later on in the night, like into the night, at like after Dumbledore sent everyone up to their dormitories, well, their house common room, to like be there. And then Ron and Harry go off to save Hermione. Ron knocks a troll out with his own club by going, Wingardium Leviosa. And, well, before that, Harry sticks his wand up his nose. Disgusting. I know. And then what really makes me, like, want to vomit is, like, when he pulls it out of the troll's nose. Sorry. Still get me gross. Just thinking about it. And then when it comes to Christmas, Hermione's obviously gone home to spend it with her family. Nice. To spend it with her family, yes. And then they have the feast, which is like snow falling down from the ceiling of the Great Hall, and wizard crackers, roast plump roast turkeys. and silver sickles embedded in Christmas puddings, which Percy almost broke his tooth on. I found that funny. And then when it's like Christmas Day and Harry gets his invisibility cloak, and it's just so good. And yeah. And then Fred and George chasing Percy around. That is just absolute gold. I'd just pay to see that. Just the Phelps brothers and whoever plays Percy just chasing him around the set of Gryffindor common room. That would just be so hilarious. I'm just tearing up now because it's so funny. So yeah. And then near the end of the book, it tells us, well, they go on the last adventure in the book. Harry, who gets past Sprout's Devil Snare, Flitwick's Charmed Keys, McGonagall's Transfigured Chess Set, McGonagall's Transfigured Chess Set, Quirrell's Troll, which Quirrell knocked out himself. I don't know why. Well, I didn't know really. There may be some rumours going around the Potter world. Anyway, like Quirrell's Troll, which was already knocked out, and thanks to Hermione, Hermione's logic, Snape's potions, and then Harry goes on forward to confront Snape or Voldemort. Well, he does confront Voldemort, but there's a surprising twist. Yeah. And he meets Quirrell down there, and he finds out that Snape was trying to save him. That was so cute. And then when I found out that Voldemort was behind his head, I was like, oh my god. Like, I was just so shocked. So yeah. And then he defeats Quirrell, but Voldemort still lives. Well, he turns Quirrell into dust with his bare hands. And yeah. And yeah. And then at the end of term feast, when Dumbledore gives them all all the last minute points, that puts them into first place. So it's like, yes, Neville. Well, Neville actually got 10 points from Dumbledore just as standing up to his friends, and I was like, oh my god. Yeah. So yeah. Oh my god, my nose. So yeah. When Hermione and Ron got 50 points each, that made their score to whatever it was. I can't remember what. Oh shoot! Hang on. Oh, God. Where is it? No. Well, they when they were doing the house cup thing, they had 312 points. So they got 412 points when Harry and Hermione, not Harry and Hermione, Ron and Hermione got 50 points each, and then Harry got 60 points. Yes, Harry. Which made their total up to 472 points, tied with Slytherin. And I was just, why couldn't you give Harry one more point? Grr. But then Dumbledore did something unexpected, like he does, which is give Neville 10 points. And I was just like, yes, Gryffindor. Yes. Yes, my boy. And I was just like this. This is like what I do when I'm excited or something. Or like clap my hands. Or go like that. Well, when my nose is a bit tickly. But yeah. And I was just like something in excitement. Scratching herself. But yeah. And yeah, I was just so happy for Gryffindor winning the House Cup. And then back on the Hogwarts Express we go. Just wish they didn't go back. I would just be like, I want to stay here forever. You're not going to take me alive. And then they got handed out these like slips of paper which said like no magic outside of school. Yeah. And I just laughed when Fred and George said, I wish they'd forget these. Forget to hand them out. But unfortunately, it's routine. And then they go back home. And then Harry is once again back with the Dursleys. But this time, they don't know that he's not allowed to do magic outside of school. Yeah. So yeah, that is it. Next video, I will be doing Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So stay tuned for that, for more weirdness. Like I said, no negative comments, only positive. Otherwise, I will, if you follow me on Instagram and you give me negative comments, I will block you. No joke. I will. Okay, you have been warned. Okay, that's it. Cheerio.